chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cougars offense will go on the attack first. The last time these two drew battle lines, it was BYU with the ethereal experience winning a close one.
And BYU took a lot of pride because they wore Utah down in that game, and they know they got to try to do that again in this one.
Yeah, and now Utah's heard about it for a whole year, and all they've thought about is payback and winning the state of Utah.
The run inside. It's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Throws to the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So the Utah Utes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Wayshawn Parker found the end zone a couple of times in his last game, just under 100 yards on the ground. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Quarterback making adjustments. To throw, it's Dampier. Keeps looking downfield. Fires on the move. Working that left side. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Utes will have it 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Seven-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Motion from the wide receiver. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Utes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. In the red area, it's Parker.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Grabbed outside the numbers. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be first and goal. They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Utes! They put the first points on the board. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Martin. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. He breaks a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This BYU offense set up with another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A man still down after that last play. There is an injured BYU Cougar. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Could not make his way to the corner. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Turning it off. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. Here's a gift to Parker. Finding some room.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The unproductive first down completion now brings up second and long. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be fourth down. And the Utes will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone. But that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Leaves it with the back. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Scanning the field, it's Buckmeyer. Sets up the screen. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass.
A play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Starting in 1971, the Beehive Boot was established to determine the best team from the state of Utah. The boot itself, estimated to be well over 100 years old.
Man, this is one of the most physical college football games I think we see each and every year, David. And this game's been referred to the holy war between BYU and Utah, but this game almost feels like an NFL matchup because of the size and the physicality these two teams are running with.
And Jason, that's a great breakdown, and I agree with the NFL talent and all that stuff, but let's get back to the boot. 100-year-old boot. Like, that's what the prize is. How bad do you think that thing smells?
They'll give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They give running right is Parker. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
It's 3rd and 5. Dropping back, it's Dampier. They'll run the screen. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Cougars sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, giving 5 on that one. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He'll set up to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. On the move at the 30. Dashing the D on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougars.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some time.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's third down. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Slings it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The run inside. It's Martin. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. BYU will try to put it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with the Utes head coach coming out of the locker room. He wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these two teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. The linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Utes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback will keep it. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll take it himself. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Kill. 139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming.
Easy.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Dropping back, it's Dampier. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's already made 1 field goal, but this one is going to need a big leg. A 50-yard attempt coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. He'll start the return inside the spot. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Gives it on the option. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Got it in the middle, it's Lions. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This is why Lysacle is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Quick toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This game is all but officially in a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. To the air, it's Dampier. Firing to the right, complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better...
Snags it, and he's open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. And the Utes are marching down the field.
Baby.
Quarterback keeps it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with a regret.
Here's a little not enough space. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Utah! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Using his feet. Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Firing to the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, BYU! The Cougars with the immediate response. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
They send the tight end in motion. Got a man. It's Andrews. Just bowing ahead. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
Well, one thing you know about this guy is once he has the ball in his hands, he's very difficult to bring down to the ground. That time, really nice job breaking a tackle, getting north, picking up more yards. Defense, they need to gang tackle him because he is a problem.
From the shotgun, the inside kid. Got enough for the first. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Timeout taken by BYU at 2nd. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The youth just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Parker again. Got a little grass.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
If I'm building an offense, football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now on the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
You were certainly feeling the spirit in this edition of the Holy War, and